Welcome to D-Max Mad Gaming. I'm your host D-Mac, and we believe games is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Today's topic is something that everyone has talked about. You've talked about with your friends. You probably talked about it with your girlfriends. You probably even talked about it with your parents. You've talked about it in your classrooms, your workplace, your malls, everywhere. Everyone has talked about this, including YouTubers. PC gaming is better. Research has been done about it. People have proven that PC gaming is superior to console gaming. Not disputing that fact. Really don't care. But today I was reading an article from Business Insider, and they gave us 12 more reasons why PC gaming is so much better than console gaming. We're not going to cover all 12 reasons. We're going to cover 5 reasons and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I feel like console gamers don't care. We really don't. I don't care. I know a lot of other console gamers out there really don't care how powerful the PCs is, how great your graphics is, and all that. So in this video here, we're going to take 5 things that the article said, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why PC gaming is okay for those who prefer it, but console gamers don't care. Let's get started. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright, before we get started with the video, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to leave a link to the article in the description below for you to check out if you want to go more in depth into the article. Find out what else they were saying about how great the PC is and how all gamers should be PC gamers. So the first thing we're going to talk about, the article stated, was how PC hardware outperforms console hardware. We all know this. It's been said so much. I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. I wish they would just give it a rest. Especially the PC Master Race in the comment section. They always got to say, well, we get better performance. We get faster frame rates. We get better graphics. We get the gameplay is much better on a PC. We all know they did the research. They crunched the numbers. They presented the data. Anybody that has internet connection, has a computer, laptop, or tablet knows that the PC outperforms the console. Then what you guys going to say. Then why do you just go ahead and buy a PC instead of buying a console? Why are you wasting money with a console? It's crazy. I don't understand it. I'll give you a couple reasons why a lot of gamers prefer consoles. And our first reason is because a lot of gamers are not comfortable with putting a rig together. Not every gamer is comfortable enough to buy individual parts for their rig and put them together correctly for the rig to work. Not every gamer is comfortable doing that. And I know what you guys are going to say. It's not that difficult to do, D-Mac. You got to just plug certain things in and you get to go. It's not as easy as they claim it is. Some people have a knack for putting technology together. Some people have a knack for putting rigs together. Some people start putting rigs together around 12, 13 years old. I know a couple of my friends that have been putting rigs together since they were 12 or 13. It's something that they had to learn. And I'm sure the first time they put it together, they messed up a couple of rigs. I mean, it's a learning experience, no matter how smart, no matter how intelligent you are. So a lot of gamers don't feel like dealing with that. A lot of gamers don't feel like putting their hard-earned money into pieces of equipment that they have to put together to get the hardware they want to play the games on. Not every gamer is comfortable doing it. I know what else you're going to say. What does buy a pre-built computer? You're right about that. But why buy a pre-built computer that I'm going to have to worry about the RAM and how much space I have for certain games? Because you know a lot of games have a lot of data these days. And I also want to do other things. Like I may be in college. I may work for a company where I have to do presentations and things. I'm going to need my computer for other things besides that. And I may not have the money to get a powerful rig that has enough memory for me. But you can upgrade your computer. Yes, you can. And I understand it. But a lot of gamers are not comfortable with doing that. A lot of gamers don't feel like doing it. They feel like it's a hassle. I feel like it's a hassle as well. The second reason why gamers don't go over the PC, because some gamers don't care about how powerful their hardware is. Some gamers just want a hardware that performs and do well and works all the time. That's all they care about. Well, if that's the case, D-Mac, then why do they go out and buy the PlayStation 4 Pro? Why are they going out there to buy the Xbox One X when it come out? Well, options. Don't you PC gamers love your options? Don't y'all love the options that the PC gives you? Some console gamers like that the developers and the companies that create our hardware giving us options to choose from. Doesn't mean every gamer that owns a console gonna go out there and grab the newest hardware. They may wait for a couple years. I mean, not every gamer cares, especially the casual gamer, do not care about how powerful their hardware is. And these are a couple reasons why a lot of console gamers don't really care about how powerful a PC is and how much better it is and how much it outperforms their little bitty old console. And that's the reason. So now let's talk about the second thing that they talked about in the article, and this one's going to really blow your mind. So the second argument they made on the article about how PC gaming is so much better than console gaming is the Steam platform. How on Steam they get a lot of discounts on their digital content. A lot of digital content they have are dirt cheap, and they can get it for pennies. And they're really proud about that. I mean, I know a lot of PC gamers that really shouts that out to the heavens. We get great discounts on our digital content. We ain't playing on arm and a leg for our digital content. PCs are for gamers that love gaming but don't want to pay high prices for gaming. This and that and this and that. And for a console gamer like myself, I have one thing to say. Console gamers that only play on consoles don't care. We really don't care. We don't care how great your sales are on Steam because we don't play on our PCs. We don't game on our PCs. Some of us don't even have PCs or laptops. We game and consume most of our digital media on our consoles. So we don't really care about how great your sales are. Yeah, you have better sales than us. I mean, they have had their research on it. They have crunched the numbers and they have shown us in many articles how Steam has the best prices when it comes to digital content. Yes, I agree with you on that. But console gamers like myself that don't play on PC don't care. The only reason we don't care is because we don't buy content for our PC. We buy content for our consoles. And that's why we only care about the Xbox or PlayStation Store. Like me, I have an Xbox and a PlayStation Store. I'm looking for sales on the PlayStation and on the Xbox. And I gotta say that Microsoft and Sony has been doing great jobs with some of their sales. They have some sales where some games cost $5-6. Yeah, they may be indie games or a AAA title that's been out for 5 or 6 years. They may drop down to $18-20. The same amount I would get if I went to a GameStop and bought a hard copy. I mean, it's not that hard to realize that console gamers don't care about Steam because we don't play on our PCs. So let's talk about the third thing the article was talking about in this amazing epiphany that PC gaming is so much better than console gaming. So the third point they made in the argument with this article is that PC gamers get to play multiplayer games online. After they buy the digital content or they buy the hard disk for their content for the PC, they can play multiplayer online for free. No money is required for them to be online. And that's another major argument that they argue with when they're arguing against console gamers, us peasants. Is that why should you pay to be online when you already paid for the game? I understand their point of view, and I can get with them. Sometimes I wish I didn't have to pay. But I look at it at this point, and a lot of console gamers like myself look at it like this. We pay a monthly fee. We get free games. We get security. And I know what you're going to say. They've been hacked. PlayStation been hacked several times, and so has Xbox. Yes, they have. But so have PCs. PCs have been hacked. MacBooks have been hacked. Everyone gets hacked. But majority of the time, when your identity, money, and things are secure, when you are playing online with Microsoft or Sony. And that's the reason why a lot of console gamers don't mind giving them money. $10 here a month. It's only $10. We get free games, discounts on our content, and things like that. I know what you PC gamers going to say. Well, we get discounts without having to pay anything, and I understand that. But we also pay for security. And majority of the time, our identity and credit cards are safe online because of that. Unless we do something to mess with our console, something like that. As long as we keep it like it is, we don't get hacked. I have never been hacked on my PlayStation or my Xbox at all. So, like I was saying, a lot of console gamers don't mind paying that extra money a month. We get free games, security, and we get exclusive discounts that those who don't have the membership get. And I think that's awesome. And I think that's the reason why a lot of us console gamers don't mind paying that $10 a month. And I know what you're going to say in the article said as well. You can save your money and buy a PC with that money you pay every 4 or 5 years. Yeah, you're right about that. But we rather pay the money to be online and to get free content. Because a lot of times they give us good content. I mean, Xbox delivering us backwards compatible games in the Xbox One games. So we get 360 games for free and Xbox One games for free each month for $10 a month. security and discounts that other gamers on the platforms don't have. And that's the reason why we pay for that monthly membership. So now we're going to talk about the fourth argument they had in this article and break down that for you guys. So the fourth argument they had in the article was that PC gamers can get mods. Now mods, if you don't know what they are different types of content that you can use on games that have been released to the public, like Grand Theft Auto, lots of AAA games that you play. They add new content, new weapons, new costumes, maybe better graphics for the game, for the PC. These are mods. And a lot of you guys are probably familiar with mods with Skyrim and a lot of MMOs. Now, console gamers don't get a lot of mods for their games. Once we get the game what it is, and we have to wait on the digital content from the creators to have any new experiences with the game. But that is something that we, console gamers, chose. We chose to be a console gamer, so we know its pros and cons. Now, that is something that is a good argument for PC gamers, that they are able to use mods when we are not. And mods make the game better. Mods make the game more exciting, and it changes the dynamics of the game, where the game is just totally new for some gamers. And it brings a new experience to a lot of gamers. So, I don't have really nothing to say bad about this, but all I can say is that as console gamers, we know that we are not allowed to get that. Now, it was shocking when Fallout 4 came out and when they remastered Skyrim that they allowed us to have the mods from the PC when they ported it over to ported the remaster over to the current gen consoles. They also brought the mods over, and the mods were pretty cool. I have to say that the mods were pretty cool. So yeah, console gamers have experienced mods, and we think mods are awesome. But as experienced mods like I had to make a decision: do I want to go to PC or do I want to stay with my console? And a lot of us gamers choose to stay with our consoles. Well, a lot of us console gamers choose to stay with our consoles and don't switch over to PC, and that's our choice. Now we can't argue back where that it's the smart move. It's just a choice, like every other choice, options, and that's the reason why we don't really make big deals about mods, because we know that we can't get the mods and we're not going to cry about it. That's all I can say about that. So now we're going to wrap this up with the fifth argument they made, and the fifth reason why console gamers don't care. Now the fifth argument that they made in the article that I thought was kind of stupid is how they was comparing the keyboard to the PC to the controller of a console. Even though PCs can play with controllers when they play games, they can play with the Xbox One, a PlayStation 4 controller, any type of controller they want, a PC can handle it. And they were telling us how they prefer keyboards. Keyboards allow them to aim better, have better accuracy. They can move their characters better, especially in first-person shooters and strategy games and things like that. Keyboards are preferred by a lot of PC gamers. And for me, as a console gamer, I just can't get behind it. And I have a couple reasons why I can't get behind it, and I know why a lot of other console gamers just don't like keyboards. I mean, I use keyboards to do my work. I use keyboards to check my email. I use keyboards to write reports and send notices out and things like that. So I use a keyboard on a daily basis, and I still feel like trying to play a game on a keyboard, it just doesn't feel right. I even tried it. My cousin had a beast of a rig. He wanted to play Counter-Strike. I tried playing it. I got slotted because I'm not comfortable with a keyboard. It hurts my hands to stretch my hands out. And I know a lot of you gamers going to say, how, D-Mac? You should be more relaxed playing on a keyboard. A controller is so constricted. Not for me. I'm used to playing with a controller. I've been playing with a controller since I started playing video games at the age of 9. So I'm comfortable with a controller, and I'm not comfortable with a keyboard. It's just my preference. And a lot of other console games out there feel the same way. It's just our preference. We feel more comfortable playing with a controller. And they also stated in an article that that's why a lot of developers had to put auto aim on for us, because controllers don't have great accuracy, and it's hard to aim with a controller in some of the games that they develop. And this is the reason why they have auto aim on. And I can understand it, and I appreciate developers for doing it. Give me any advantage I can to give me the best experience I can experience with any video game that I'm playing, especially when it comes to first-person shooters. And I had a ball with Destiny 2. I got a couple of videos of Destiny 2 that I got up on this channel that I enjoyed Destiny 2 with my controller. I played Destiny 2 on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I played it on the Xbox One. And I had a ball. I had no problems. I had no restrictions. But that's just me. And there's a lot of other console games out there that feel the same way. We're not restricted by the controller because we're used to the controller, and the controller feels comfortable. So that's all I have to say about why console gamers don't really care how great it is to play with your keyboards, because we prefer controllers because we are used to controllers, and some of us just can't play with keyboards. I and a lot of gamers I know that just don't like keyboards. I mean, keyboards just, it feels weird to play games on a keyboard, and that's our right. That's our preference. And then I know you console gamers, I know you PC gamers going to say, well, why don't you just play with a controller on your PC? Because I don't want to play on PC. I want to play on my consoles. I like my consoles. And that's just how it is. And I feel like that everyone needs to be quiet about this. We know that the PC is the most powerful hardware out there. It has more options than a console. It has so many more benefits than having a console. And I can understand it. And for those who want to go out and experience that, do it. I'm not discouraging you not to. I'm not saying that PCs are terrible. I'm not hating on PCs. I just prefer consoles. And there's a lot of other gamers out there like myself that prefer consoles. And so that's the end of this video. If you like content like this, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you like content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. My name is D-Mac. You've been watching D-Mac Man Gaming, and we out.